welcome back or welcome for the first time. My name is ShanGO Ray, aka Real Deal Ray, your intuition's mouthpiece when that monkey mind wants to take over. This is the Shangodiac where I, Shango, meet the Zodiac. We do a psychic card reading for the highlighted sign. And this sign we are doing Scorpio, okay? So like, share, subscribe, and thrive in that order. Okay, like, share, subscribe, and thrive. You know, copulate with that like button. God damn it! All right, do coitus with it. Um. So yeah, we're gonna hit the. Had to fix some technical difficulties here. Okay. And yes, it's Sunday today, April 22nd, and we're using the gold ones, baby. We're using the gold ones. All right, so let me go back to the YouTube part because I have this other thing here. Yes, TV, here we are. Giselle, refresh me again. What's your sign? Oh, we're live, so we interact with the crowd here, with our family. It's not the crowd, it's the family. All right. Lots of good energy here. Lots of good people here. You're missing out if you're not hitting that bell. You're being a dumbbell if you're not hitting that bell, man. I'm telling you. All right. Spoken softly. How are you? Good to see you. All right. Scorpio, show us what's going on with Scorpio. I'm channeling the energy right now, Scorpio. The information for those Scorpios who need to know what they need to know when they need to know it, whenever they see this video in divine timing. All right. Okay. We're going to find out. And then I'm going to say what's going on to all my uh, lovely fan bam here. Okay, come on, Scorps. Just one moment. I'm going to really tune into you, Scorpio. Okay, just one second here. I'm even getting the old lefty out for y'all. Hmm. Mm. Okay, Scorpio, I can see that many of you Scorpions are coming. Well, I'm just going to make it more personal. Okay, Scorpio, I don't know why, but I feel lately you've been also feeling that and this can be called Scorpio A. Because there's a bunch of Scorpions, but sometimes I'll get like a certain demographic that I know, like these people are kind of separate. These Scorpios are separate a little bit from these, but yet everything is still relevant. Okay, so there's been some time, some period. Okay, you've been feeling very defensive. Okay, within a relationship, it's emotionally defensive. At work, you're getting challenged. Um, Somebody's challenging your authority, challenging your intelligence. You may even be like a manager or something, and someone's just challenging your role. Also, this challenging goes even also into other forms, such as somebody um, just always talking some slick shit, or whatever. Okay, and even though I feel like you were still able, I feel like you were able to, and like I said, this is up to the past. This is what's kind of led you here. A lot of some of the influences here, a change of heart. Okay, I would have to say if I gotta polarize this, it was a good change of heart. Okay, but somewhere along the line, I do feel that there was some action. Okay, there was some aggression. There might even been some physical altercation here. Okay, physical altercation. Honestly, a physical altercation is really really coming through for me. Okay. Um, hey Dina Lopez. So yeah, so it's kind of been a weird 30 to 60 days leading up to this point here. Okay, but what's going on here as far as I wish I could just pick this up and show you the layout here, but it's I don't want to mess up anything. She's kind of been ill lately. I have to take care of her, my computer. You know what I'm saying? So so right now, presently, okay, I see what's going on here. Right now, presently, you're not there's something you're not doing, and I know there's several elements. Okay, there's like I call it a leap of faith, but really, it ain't a leap of faith. I'm gonna stop even saying that. I've been becoming more aware of how our language, how we language shit, describes a what's going on inside of you, but what it also does, it constructs your reality. So not only does it show like how you currently see your reality, or you know what I'm saying, whether so like if you say, hey, how you doing, hanging in there, okay, I mean most people might say that and just say it offhand, or without any thought, but that reveals a lot. On there is a level when somebody says that where they actually feel literally like they are hanging in there. How fun is that? How cool is that? Like that's probably not too cool in some ways, okay? But don't let me digress here. So there's something that you need to be. There is a step that you have there, or something, or direction that you have yet to just to start. Okay, there's a start to something that you have not, and I'm sure there's also some fear. There's definitely some, it feels like neurosis, some overthinking. Okay, part of that is um you don't know what you want. You haven't dialed it in yet. You've been kind of keeping yourself too busy also, so you won't dial it in, because once you dial it in, you're going to have to really do it, and you're going to actually maybe want to do it. You're going to want to do it, okay? But if you don't know, you can always keep you, well, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want, this and that. You know what you want. You know what you want. Your heart knows what it wants. You just have to allow yourself the time, whether that's 5, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, whatever it is, to really dial it in, or just at least be open to it, so that way when it does come to you, or that insight comes to you, um, you'll know. Because a lot of times, uh, you need that aha, as far as even in something that you're doing, like, why am I doing this? And then it really comes becomes apparent to you why, and there's no question about it. Now everything is just locked in solid, bing bing bang, and you get it done. Because you Scorpios will get some shit done, okay? But right now, you're off too, and this is letting me know also your focus. See, so these two actually go a lot together. These are your three cards in the middle. This is how they came out. Okay, a four reversed. You got the little Joker reversed, and then you got the four of clubs reversed. Okay, so it's just letting me know right now, point blank, Scorps, you're off your square. Okay, it's okay. As I say it now, being off your square is a part of being on your square. It's a part of your path. Being on your path, I mean, excuse me, being off your path is just as much a part of being on your path as when you feel like you are on track, because it's the getting back on track that oftentimes also gives us a whole lot of other things, a lot of feedback, a lot of information, a lot of experience. You name it, it gives it. Okay. So now we're going to jump into the near future for y'all. Okay. So we're looking at maybe 2, 3 weeks. Of course, for some, it might even be a little bit longer than that. There's always variables. And of course, you determine your future. Everything you think, everything you say, what you believe now, what you choose to believe tomorrow, determines what it's going to be. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing. Okay. A part of knowing what you want is knowing what you don't want. So I definitely see you saying no to something. It may even be something major. For one of you, it's a job or something that seems so lucrative, and it's going to take balls to say no to it. I don't know exactly what it is. It doesn't necessarily have to be a job. I just that just sputtered out. But yeah, I don't know exactly what it is, but it's something that you're saying no to. Okay. Now I also want to caution you too, because I do feel that you are in the midst of some type of transformation. You're shedding your exoskeleton, Scorpio. Okay, that is also uh, in a new agey term called a spiritual transition. Okay, which is also a psychological transition. Okay, which is also the letting go of something so something else is as something else can come in, creating that space, creating that vacuum. Um, Still a little stubborn, I see. I feel like you're a little bit stubborn with that. There's certain old shit you're not letting go of. There's certain old shit you're not letting go of that needs to go. But hey, who am I to tell you what to do? I can only advise, and you're gonna do it at your own time. There's a verse from the Bible that says change happens in a twinkle of an eye, or the change will happen in a twinkling of the eye, and that is exactly how fast it does take to change. What takes the longest is for us to reach that point where we finally are like, yes. And then, boom, we change like that. But we might think it was that 8 year. It took me 8 years to do. No, it didn't took you 8 years. You were fucking around for 8 years. It took you 8 years to finally make up your mind. It took you 8 years to fill in the blank. Okay, but I do see you saying no to something also. So on one hand, that ace of spades is good, because you're also no is also meaning of setting up boundaries too for yourself. So, yeah, yeah, Tresta. I guess I am talking to you. All right. So, I'm talking to you, right? You know I am. So, yeah, that ace is not necessarily nothing to me is necessarily positive, good or bad. I've like almost eradicated those fucking terms. Things are what they are, and much of it comes down to our interpretation of it and how we choose to interpret whatever it is or what it means or whatever. Okay, now I do want to caution you, because I do feel shortly, if it hasn't already started, okay, but I do feel like you're being divided, okay. Also, this came up last for the last sign too. There was some feeling division, feeling when I see this, I see like a person in a way with their hands tied up. You know what I'm saying? And one hand is tied to one horse, and another hand is tied to another horse, and it's like somebody's whipping the horses, and we're being ripped apart, okay? And not in the way that some of you Scorpios would really enjoy. Okay, so yeah, I definitely feel that is going on. But it's just coming to me, and I thank you. Some of this, a lot of some of this is also based on your perception right now. Okay, a change of perception will change a lot of this. From one perspective, yes, this is definitely happening. From another perspective, you could change this. Okay, I can give you a bunch of different examples, but I don't want to just keep giving examples after example for that. And there is also somebody being divided from their money too. Okay, so you might have somebody in your midst. And also, please, Scorpio, be very careful about overindulging in the next 2 weeks, within the next 2 weeks. Okay, um so that has been your reading, Scorpio. All right, I love y'all, and I will see you next time. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. We shall return again, okay, with another one. And if you want to speak with me, we're having a special on psychic email readings, okay? Shango-ray.com. So, yes, Scorpio, please be very careful, okay? That's all. It's okay to, sometimes you have to, but you got to be careful. This could lead to something else, such as a DWI or something. That's why it's coming up for you. Okay, so just be careful. All right. I love y'all, and I'll see you next time. Peace and blessings.